Welcome everyone. I am so happy and grateful to be able to join you today. It is day 12 of the daily transmissions already, and it's such a pleasure for me to be there for you. Today, I'm going to share with you a beautiful meditation, and that is very easy and practical. And that once you learn how to do it, you can simply take this meditation with you and simply tune back into these different steps, this different process, and simply bring that into your awareness whenever you feel that you are a little bit hooked to suffering that is happening in the world, that's happening in the community, in the collective, or maybe hooked to sufferings of your family members, of your friends. And this is not for us to not be able to show compassion to them and not to be able to be present for them, of course, but it is simply for us to realize that at times the suffering of our loved ones and the suffering of the world has a deep impact on our own well-being, and that there's therefore bringing a little bit of separation template in increasing our own fears, maybe about our health, or maybe fears about what's going to happen with the world, or even our fears towards our family members. And so when we can be with others that are experiencing suffering, but yet stay within our own light and feel that we are in our sovereign power, that we are fully protected, that we are fully grounded in our own essence, it means that we can serve at the highest. It means that we are not lowering our frequencies into meeting them where they are at, because therefore we literally create hooks that are going to come and that are going to connect to our own wounds and our own traumas and our fears and limiting beliefs and so on, and that therefore it's going to trigger this intense suffering within ourselves as well, and that's just going to be a ripple effect, and therefore it's quite challenging at times to be able to remove ourselves from suffering, because we are literally amongst it all the time. So I find these kind of techniques extremely powerful, because as we reside within the unique blueprint of our own divine sovereignty, we are the all-encompassing frequency of love. And it means that from this place of feeling and being that high vibrational being of love, we not only hold ourselves, but we can also perceive the projections coming from others. We can perceive the suffering. Therefore, maybe we can unlock more of our potential. We can find aha moments and downloads and light bulbs about ourselves, but we can also be there to serve others. And so we are not depleted of energy. So if you're a healer, if you're a teacher, if you're a mentor, if you are someone that works with others, this kind of meditation is going to help you tremendously, because you are going to be able to literally shift very quickly while continuing serving others. And it's even during your practice that you can actually have this conscious awareness happening. And I would love for you to share if you are watching this live, and also share in the replay. I would love to hear from you, because it really warms my heart, and it also allows me to feel more into the field of how what we share is received, and therefore what the needs are. So I thank you so much for your support. I thank you for following me. I thank you for sharing your love, and to share how much that, everything that I share here on the podcast and across my different platforms, my online course and so on, is actually serving it. It's really warming my heart as I'm evolving myself faster and faster into this process of being a spiritual teacher and mentor. So thank you very much. And I would love to invite you to find a quiet space now, so you can sit down, have a spine nice and straight, and start closing your eyes. As you close your eyes, feel the softness of your eyelids resting against your eyeballs. Allow your eyeballs to drop within their sockets, and your brain to relax within your skull. Place your 2 hands on your lower belly. And start breathing from your lower belly, relaxing your shoulders, finding softness in your body. Feel your belly getting bigger as you inhale and falling back as you exhale. Allow yourself to relax in this moment. The thoughts to come and go like clouds in the sky. Relax in this moment and create a container for this meditation by keeping your awareness gently present, listening to the sound of my voice and nothing else. Now, I would like to invite you to draw your awareness within your heart center. And from this place, you can relax your hands if you like. From this place, you can simply perceive your heart chakra from within. You may visualize it as a ball or as a vortex, moving slightly. As you perceive the core of your heart center, ask yourself to find deeper levels of connection with yourself. Ask for your heart to open up fully so you can feel a greater level of soul alignment with the whole that you are in all eternity. And as you connect to your heart, you can perceive the electromagnetic field of your heart vibrating everywhere within you and all around you. And as you perceive your heart feels this way, you realize that everything that you carry within your heart, all emotions that you are feeling, are also being perceived around you. And it is like that for every human. This is how we connect, this is how we feel through the heart center. And this is beautiful, this is perfect, this is meant to be. Allow yourself to realize that it is already strong intuitive guidance that you receive when you perceive the heart field of others. When they do not know how to speak, when they have deep suffering within their heart, you can feel it through your own heart. And as you connect to your heart, when you increase higher level of love and joy, of strength, courage, and compassion, you know that you are there for yourself and therefore for others if you choose to. Now, from your heart center, I would love to invite you to connect to your pillar of light running vertically through you, connecting you to the core of the earth and the heart womb of source consciousness. And this pillar of light is a magnificent structure where you reside fully now. This pillar of light connects you to your own oversoul network, the bigger frequency that you are beyond time and space reality, the one that projects you in this holographic template right here, right now. And this oversoul network is you. It is your angelic presence that exists beyond time and space reality. As you connect with this now, feel that within you. As the oversoul network descends through the crown chakra, you might feel some pressure on the head as you connect consciously with your own frequency, residing at the highest level of love and purity, which is you. Allow the crown of the head to open up more and to receive liquid white light flowing from your own oversoul network now. And as it is coming down through the crown of the head, within your head space, your neck, your shoulders, and your arms and hands, and then in your back and your torso, all the way to your belly, your hips and pelvis, your legs and feet. You are feeling this liquid white light as a higher level of your own consciousness. It is so easy to receive. It's like being blasted by the highest frequency that you are on the best day ever. So if you can remember when you had your best day recently, when that day was just so perfect and amazing for you, bring this memory now. Allow yourself to be reactivated in the memory of vibrating high as you feel in communion with the self and in communion with life. Now as you feel this liquid white light everywhere within you, also feel it all around you. Now feel and visualize yourself as this big ball of energy. And you can perceive that your heart field is even bigger than before. And as you reside into this sacred space that you have created for yourself, bathed in your own light, now bring to your awareness points of suffering that reside within you, and these points are going to appear as black little dots within your body and around your body, and you will perceive many little dots. Some will be so big that it will feel like maybe like a tennis ball or even bigger. And simply feel that without judging or analyzing. You observe it as a contrast. It doesn't match the frequency that you are. When you're really happy, when you're fully connected to yourself, it's something different. It's lower frequency, density. And you realize now that this suffering is not you. But for some reason, it's sitting with you. And this reason, you will know one day. But for now, you want to give you a chance to be able to move forward. So it doesn't feel so sticky to be with this suffering at times. So now you're going to observe that many of these dots, of these balls, are actually connected through threads, through some sort of web that surrounds you, that represents suffering that exists in the collective, in the matrix system. And you can see that you are part of this web of density, as there is connection in terms of quantum resonance between the suffering inside you and the suffering of the collective and your family members and your friends and your community. And you simply observe this as this information is expanding your conscious awareness of the quantum dynamics that are constantly at play as you are indeed a multidimensional being. And now, simply connect back to the liquid white light and ask and request that this liquid white light simply dissolves the connection point between your own pockets, your own dots of suffering, and the ones of the matrix. Say, I no longer want this. This is lowering my energy. I choose to remove all connections that no longer serves me, to the suffering of the collective, to the suffering of communities around me, to the suffering of my family and my friends. I love them. I care for them, but I do not need to be connected on a level that is lowering my own frequency, for I am a free being. And I choose health. I choose my own well-being. For when I feel good, I can serve others from the light that I am. And now allow this liquid white light to simply dissolve all of these cords effortlessly. And you feel and visualize and see this process happening within you and all around you. And you instantly feel lighter. And you realize that all of these dots that are still present within you are now a lot easier to carry. They reside in the own cocoon of your own love. Now these little dots are simply bathed in your own light. And it's only a matter of time until they choose to heal, so your cells can regenerate. Your physical, mental, emotional systems can reboot completely, so you can be more in health and vibrancy. As you are the angelic presence behind your human, you observe these dots with love and compassion, for you know that you have learned a lot going through all of this. And here you're simply doing nothing but holding space for that to be. And this moment you experience what it is to feel touched by grace, your own grace. And now simply hold this with me. Hold this presence, observing the dots of suffering within you and around you as you connect to the light that you are, flowing like the eternal river of life that you are. Then you can take a few deep breaths and place your hands on your body when you feel it needs to be loved and touched. You can touch your whole body and your limbs all the way to your feet to feel really grounded back in this beautiful reality that we co-create together. You can open your eyes when you're ready. Thank you very much for being there. I hope that you enjoyed this meditation. You can do this process of simply feeling the light that you are with these little dots at any time. You know, like if you feel that you're really being sucked into the suffering of others, simply bring this awareness. So you don't identify with the density of suffering, and you simply keep your presence very switched on. So you can feel, you can find compassion, you can connect with others, but you are not affected by it. So I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me today on day 12 of my daily transmissions. It's always my pleasure to be there for you. And please join again tomorrow and every other day of the week so we can keep on sharing together. I love you dearly and I wish you to have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.